you know, when we move things in our home and our environment, fueled with the intention of what you want to change in your life, that object takes on the resonance, the story to your subconscious. We think we don't notice things after a while. You're like, oh, I don't notice that broken thing. No, actually what happens, excuse me, is that your conscious mind doesn't have room to keep noticing it. So it goes into the subconscious mind, which then it repeats that meaning, that story that that thing has over and over and over every time you see it, building neural pathways which empower the actions, the values you have, your belief system. So your environment can have a huge impact on the quality of your thoughts, which then those thoughts is what creates, like, inspires the actions or the emotions that your body is having. So this whole system that you're having, you might not be able to figure out, like, why am I anxious? Why am I depressed? Why am I feeling on edge? Why am I so freaking happy? It's because your environment, your home especially, is talking to you all day long. Say, like, some high percentage, like 90% of your thoughts are subconscious. And often they'll say, and inspired by your environment. So with the process I have created, Fizome Your Home, and Fiz Your Biz, it's a very personal, unique alternative to feng shui that we are working with the energy, with the design, with your neuro, spicy, maybe scattered brain, and what you specifically need with your taste and your style. I'm Kristy Iris, I'm the creator. Hi. So let's just say you can use anything. Say you like to keep a jar of nuts on your desk, right? Just for, like, that little, for me, I don't love peanuts. I know, weird, but whatever, this is who I am. But I have some, dry roasted salted peanuts, right? So they give me that little bit of crunch, they give me a little protein, they give me a salty thing. Now, this could just be like, oh, that's a mediocre snack that gives me a little, like, protein and a little, like, I'm a little hungry, but I want to keep working a little bit longer. It's not quite time for a snack, whatever. It keeps me at my desk, right? Gives me that little, like, satisfaction, right? Without wanting to eat the whole thing, because I don't love it. But what if this, now I know we're not going to say, like, nuts, like nuts, but maybe this is about, like, being a little salty. Maybe this becomes an anchor then for taking good care of myself, of helping me keep going when I want to stop and go get the snack that I don't need, right? This is my anchor now. This is can tell me when I see it to be a little salty, to share a little bit more of my truth that I've been told not to be a good girl, to not be too big, not to be too audacious in the world. Excuse me. Wow, we're just going to keep that though. So when I see this, it is no longer to my mind about just like, I don't really like nuts. No, this is so many layers. And then as I place it in a very specific place, that doesn't have to be anything special. I have a little shelf over here I'm going to put it down on. It's not my eye point. It's not the most important thing because I don't need it there. But I'm going to put it over there. So as I turn, and I have a little return here, and I'm going to just have, it just gives me this little moment, like if I'm even getting distracted. Oh, there it is. Hi, be a little salty. Look at you taking good care of yourself. Rather than, oh, I don't really like that, right? So we can give anything a new metaphor. So that as we're doing it, and then there's this physicality of placing it someplace. We're literally embedding the meaning, the essence of being authentic, of taking care of myself, of just keep going a little bit longer, Kristy. Don't get distracted. I just like was like, oh, just pick up anything. It also could have been my little fidget squishy ball. But this was like, yeah, this just feels so freaking random. And that's the magic of Fizome. It is about taking our inner journey, our mind, and our physical environment and making it an experience that elevates our home and our lives into something from mundane to magical, that it is speaking to us on the levels of healing, the self-care, the love, nurturing myself, on a creative medium. Like, oh my gosh, like this, then, you know, I might even want to like take some cute little stickers and put it on it just for fun, or not. That's fine too. It's my show. It's my world. This all comes out of in part, my background in theater design, creating make-believe worlds for make-believe people, costume sets, lighting. So all the world's a stage. I'm not an interior designer. I create worlds, and I help you create the world, the experience that your home, your workspace becomes an experience of who you are becoming based on what you need, what your brain and your heart and your soul and your budget and your time and what your specific house has and the people you live with and the pets that you have. It is all so bespoke to an experience of you. Now, if you're going like, oh yeah, I need that, because imagine what happens when you are moving through a space that is holding you and reminding you of who you are, of who you're becoming. You have a process. I also have a process for decluttering for us neurospicy brains that is not, if decluttering hasn't worked for you and you can't work through a room, I've got a process that hacks all the ways we get distracted. I would love to share it with you. That is part of Fizome. And if this is resonating, will you DM me, and you have to take the first step, because this Fizome is action oriented. You have to take action. So the first action is you DM me and say, how can this work for me? I have low ticket, I have free, I have high ticket things, like, you know, deep one-to-one, energetic, bespoke solutions. I have DIY options. I have a podcast. I have so many ways for you to get your Fizome on. And I would love to share it with you. But you have to take the first step, right? Because if this is for you, Fizome is all about taking action, about taking the nut jar and making it magical. I'll talk to you soon.